During a sea patrol, naval officers noticed a strange creature floating from afar. As the sailors approached, they screamed in terror when they realized what it was. It was another day for the Sri Lankan Navy, who were preparing for a routine sea patrol and training in the coastal waters. The experienced crew in the Navy had seen many strange things at sea, but they didn't know that this day would be different from what they were used to during their patrols. That morning, their sharp eyes noticed something strange floating on the surface of the water. At first, they thought it might be a dead fish or a large shark that had met its end and was now stuck in the sea. But as obedient naval officers, they knew they couldn't leave any stone unturned in their investigations, which was essential in helping this creature as part of their duties. They couldn't just guess what they saw. They had to conduct an investigation to determine whether this object posed a threat or if it was just one of those strange sightings they often encountered. So they approached the mysterious object, ready to face whatever might come. Each crew member stayed at their post, and the tension was palpable as they got closer, and the true nature of the floating object began to reveal itself. What they saw left them speechless, causing them to scream in disbelief at the terrifying sight. It wasn't a dead fish or a shark as they initially suspected, but something much more painful. It wasn't just a creature, but an animal that seemed completely out of place. In the vast expanses of the ocean, it was an elephant struggling with the silent waves, desperately trying to keep its trunk above the water to breathe, while at the same time fighting against the current. The scene shocked the entire crew, and they couldn't believe they were witnessing an elephant struggling against the elements in the middle of the ocean. The urgency of the situation became clear when the sailors realized that every minute counted, and that they were crucial in helping this creature. They knew they had to act quickly to save it from the merciless sea. Despite years of experience and many rescue missions, none of the sailors had ever encountered a situation like this before. The size and weight of the elephant was an enormous challenge they had never faced before, but they couldn't give up in the face of such a daunting task. They had to find a way to help this great creature that found itself in trouble. As they contemplated the unlikely scenario unfolding before their eyes, the sailors couldn't help but wonder how the elephant had ended up so far from shore, away from its herd. This was a mystery that had to be postponed, because their immediate goal was to organize a daring rescue mission to free the stranded elephant from the grip of the ocean. Realizing the complexity of the situation and their lack of experience in handling such an extraordinary rescue mission, the sailors quickly contacted the nearby Animal Protection Center in Sri Lanka, asking for help. They knew that the experts at the center would be able to provide valuable guidance and advice on how to handle the sensitive rescue mission for the elephant stranded in dangerous waters. With each passing minute, the urgent need for intervention became more obvious. The sailors realized that any small mistake could lead to catastrophic consequences for the elephant that was in trouble. They were fully aware that any sudden movement or disturbance could frighten the elephant, who was already weak, which might cause him to lose his precious balance and fall victim to the harsh waves. A team of animal protection experts arrived at the site, ready to offer their expertise for the emergency rescue operation. It was clear that the elephant was in urgent need of help, and they were there to provide it. The action plan was carefully planned and executed with the safety of the stranded elephant as the top priority under the guidance of the Animal Protection Team. A team of military divers was deployed to carry out the next phase of the rescue plan. Their mission was to carefully approach the elephant and secure a strong rope to it, preparing for its journey to the shore aboard their vessel. However, they faced a problem. They did not have the equipment needed to lift the heavy elephant onto the ship. Instead, they developed another strategy to gradually pull the elephant towards shallower waters where it could safely reach the shore. With the dive team equipped and the ropes secured, they moved from the main ship to a smaller, safer vessel. Slowly and cautiously, they approached the stranded elephant, surrounding the creature and fastening the ropes with the utmost care. Some of them dived underwater to check for obstacles or tangled ropes around the elephant's legs, while others climbed onto its back to securely fasten the ropes to its frame. Every moment of the daring rescue operation was critical. With the ropes tightly secured and the elephant calmer, everyone breathed a sigh of relief. Now, the next step was to return to the main ship. When the divers reached the main ship, they quickly secured the other end of the rope to the ship. In preparation for the crucial mission of moving the elephant to a safe place, however, the staff of the Elephant Protection Center, along with the animal, reminded them of the importance of a cautious approach. The progress of the operation clearly showed that this was not just a rescue mission, but a battle for survival. As they continued to pull the majestic elephant toward the shore, an unexpected turn of events occurred that almost ruined their rescue efforts. Throughout the journey, they were watching the elephant in the water, but suddenly it disappeared, causing panic among the crew. The team began searching eagerly for any signs of the elephant, exploring all possible options, and immediately put their plan into action. Then they realized that the elephant might have stumbled with its legs while swimming and drowned. Minute after minute, this realization was terrifying, filling them with a sense of urgency to act quickly. In a moment of clarity, they realized the strategy they should have followed from the beginning. Using floats or a lifebuoy to help the elephant stay afloat without wasting its energy as time sped up and the elephant's fate hung by a thread. The divers went back to work, returning to the small safe boat and headed toward the spot where the elephant had disappeared, following the ropes attached to it. This time, they were equipped with lifebuoys, ready to find the elephant and put it in a safe position. While the crew on the main ship watched anxiously, the divers plunged into the depths, waiting to resurface with the elephant safe and unharmed. Soon, the divers spotted the elephant close to where it had disappeared. They were overjoyed to see that the great creature was struggling to swim again. Its legs had become entangled in the ropes, and without wasting a minute, they attached the lifebuoys to its legs. This time, they decided to swim alongside the elephant, guiding it toward the shore. As hours passed, they resumed towing, knowing they were close to success. During these moments that seemed final, and the most exhausting part of the journey to the shore, the staff of the Wildlife and Nature Protection Center knew that after the elephant reached the shore, it would be extremely exhausted and would need immediate care. The rescue unit was in the bay, ready to provide assistance immediately. As soon as the elephant finally came ashore, they approached the shallow part of the coast, where the elephant's legs could touch the bottom and allow it to reach a safe place. He was getting closer and closer to the shore, and his determination remained strong. Despite the extreme exhaustion weighing him down, he slowly decided to move toward the shore. Everyone present held their breath as the elephant came out onto the shore. A wave of triumph swept over the sailors and the onlookers. The air rang with applause and cheers, celebrating the successful rescue of the great creature. It was a moment of pure joy and triumph, marking the end of a harrowing ordeal and the beginning of a new chapter for the elephant that had been stranded as soon as it reached the shore. A team of veterinarians entered the field. The elephant, severely exhausted from this harrowing ordeal, was in desperate need of careful and precise treatment, and the team of veterinarians provided assistance to him. They decided not to sedate him due to his weak condition. While they were examining the elephant's body for wounds, they felt relieved not to find any as they monitored the elephant's condition. The team of veterinarians prepared nutritious food to help him recover. They cut down edible trees, lianas, and grasses, mixing them with supplements like creatine, which is known to boost strength and physical fitness. With expertise and compassion, they offered the nutritious food to the elephant, hoping to restore his strength and vitality. Even the veterinarians couldn't help but admire the resilient spirit of the poor elephant. They assumed that the elephant was trying to cross a narrow part of the Kilo River when the water suddenly swept him into the ocean. Their eyes filled with tears when they thought about the hardships the elephant had endured, but they were grateful for his safe return and the heroic efforts made by the sailors to rescue him. An hour after taking the supplement, the elephant showed signs of regaining his strength, to the point that the onlookers were amazed as the elephant regained his majestic appearance once again, a testament to his vibrant spirit and the care he received. Just as the ship was preparing to set sail on another patrol, the elephant let out a loud trumpet in an unexpected gesture of gratitude. A very touching moment highlighted the special bond that had formed between humans and the animal during a difficult time. In the end, despite being physically and emotionally exhausted, the elephant found solace in the ocean. Have you ever rescued animals in the past? How was that rescue operation? Share your stories in the comments. See you in the next video.